through my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains, the cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Oh, Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, guys, welcome to THFC 2 with your home in Tottenham, past, present, and a boring future under Thomas Frank as he tries to bore us again to death. With Tottenham, we're playing Sunderland tomorrow. Will he come out daring? Will he be daring, or will he be saying, "Do you know what, lads? I'm daring enough. I am going to put you all to sleep." Now, I want to start on a little bit of a rant. Now, this has nothing to do with Tottenham. So, Tottenham fans, you can sit down with a little bit of relief. This is a Celtic rant. Please, if you are watching the Celtic board, by any chance you are watching this, or you're in hiding in Glasgow tonight, somewhere under your car, please, for the love of God, would you sack the damn fecking manager? He's as useless as sending Postman Pat out to organise a hen night. I mean, the man has no fecking clue. He's in there doing a press conference saying, "I need more time." You just got humiliated by Rangers at home. Celtic are at home. Celtic Park, the pride of Glasgow, the pride of Scotland, the pride of all us Irish fans that support the mighty Green Army. And you turned up, you go 1-0 up, and you definitely do what you normally do, is you balls it up. If you thought Russell Martin was funny, our Celtic manager makes Russell Martin look like bloody Gianluca Vialli. I'm sorry, he has to go. Just bring Ange home to Celtic. Bring him home. Take Ange out, whatever retirement home he is in. Get Martin O'Neill in for the next month or 2 months, and bring Ange back home. Please, rant over. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest, Rain. I do apologise. It's a bad day.
I wouldn't pretend to know anything about Scottish football, but I've just gone and had a look. And Celtic is second, ahead of Rangers.
Yeah. No, you don't get it. We don't want to lose to them lot. We don't want to lose to them lot. You don't go 1-0 up at home and lose 3-1 to them lot. No, sorry.
Okay.
Total embarrassment. 10 minutes to go. Celtic fans are walking out. If that was Tottenham, I'd be saying exactly the same thing. I know second in the league is great and Hearts are winning. I hope Hearts going to win the Premier League, by the way, up in Scotland. I really do hope Hearts go on to win it. They've been the best side in Scotland this year, but you just don't lose to Rangers. I am sorry. That is like us losing to Arsenal. That is non-forgivable. And you go 1-0 up and you lose 3-1. Sorry, not good. The manager's not good enough. I know all your Rangers fans will be in delight tonight. A few of them will be in the chat. I know we've got a few Celtic fans that come into our chat as well. And so, big up. Yeah, but do you know what? We better win tomorrow, Rain. We better win tomorrow. Because my Saturday's already been devastated now. With Tottenham, better turn up tomorrow. But let's get on to Tottenham. How are you, Rain? How was your Saturday, bud? Have you enjoyed it? Relaxing, chilling? Chasing Daniel Levy around the supermarket? As he was trying to buy bananas, you were chasing them with your apples. How are you, bud?
I've had a very chilled Saturday. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, very, very relaxed. Watched the Villa game. They look good. I'm worried about our FA Cup game, mate. I really am, because I know that they got turned over by Arsenal.
Yeah,
but I think that might reflect more on Arsenal than it did on Villa, if I'm brutally honest.
They won today, didn't they? Villa did win today. They beat Forest 3-1 as well.
And they look good. Forest are in a nosedive. Forest are absolute, like, classic. They got rid of Ant. They got rid of, God knows why they got rid of, it was political why they got rid of Nuno. They got Ange. He didn't do anything. They got Sean Dyche in. He's had the classic little honeymoon sort of. The players play like 20% better.
Yeah.
For 3 or 4 games, and then they go, and then something that I'm trying to get into the Spurs fan base is an understanding that generally things regress to the mean. You generally get the average performance. Out of a player, whatever they're capable of, that's generally what you get over 10, 15 games or a season. The idea that Sean Dyche can come in and all of a sudden they're going to be like 20% better permanently is for the birds, and it's being proven, right? Yeah, I think is it four losses now on the trot, and along with West Ham, Burnley.
They were abysmal today, by the way. West Ham were. I watched that game. They were absolutely abysmal. I mean, we and the Man United give Wolves a little bit of a glimpse. We gave them a point. West Ham gave them a full-blown present. There you go, guys. There's your present. We're giving you 3 points. I mean,
yeah. And to be honest, Wolves are weird.
They are,
because obviously I saw Wolves play at us, and they weren't that bad.
Yeah.
And they've taken West Ham apart today. I'm not sure that's I'm not sure that puts them on a pedestal. But every time I've seen them, they haven't been that bad, and I'm wondering why are they so? Why are they down there? Am I catching them on a good day? That's what I'm thinking. Am I catching them on a good day?
I've seen Wolves a few times. They have been good, Rain. They have been tactically good. I think they sold a lot of good players, didn't they, in the summer? And I think that reflected the squad they had, and maybe the players they have are not Premier League quality. But if you look
not there yet, kind of thing. Yeah.
But you look at the teams that are down there. I think West Ham might go down. Wolves will go down. I mean, I think if Wolves win now between now and the end of the season, they won't stay up. I think Wolves are destined to go down, but I think they will come straight back up again, though. I really do believe that. I think that leaves one spot free, because I think Burnley down there as well. I think Burnley and Wolves going down. That leaves one spot. I just think West Ham could be the big team to go down this season.
Well, I had in my bottom 3, I had Burnley, West Ham. This is at the start of the season. I said Burnley, West Ham. I think I might have said. I might have to go back and check, but I think I said Wolves.
Yeah.
Because
lot
they'd
of people
sold
said
so
Brentford.
because they'd sold so many players. Yeah, but Brentford have
Mm.
got Semenyo, and he's just so good. Sorry. Oh, Brentford. Maybe I said Brentford. I can't
said
remember.
Brentford
I can't
to go
remember the
down.
other one. Sorry, it's not Semenyo. Isn't at Brentford? He's Bournemouth, obviously.
Well, Man City.
But or Man City, you never know. But my point is, it's looking very much like we can have a transition season.
Yeah.
And we're not getting and we could be picking up like 2 points on average, 1.5 points a game, and not go down this season, because it looks
I can
like
see that.
those four teams are all going to fight it out.
Yeah.
They're absolutely down there.
But look, Brighton got a good win today as well. Got 3 points as well. It's turning in. Did Arsenal win tonight in their 5:30 kickoff? Did they? What's the score for the Arsenal game?
I don't know.
I haven't actually checked. I'll go and check now. But guys, just before we do get going, we are proud to announce a new sponsorship for the channel. Yes, we are being sponsored by Private Internet Access for the rest of the 25-26 season. But I like being on transfer day, like in there, we're proud to announce a new sponsorship deal with O'Connor Designs, who have been helping create level up their channels. If you're looking for professional YouTube thumbnails, intros, videos, studio backgrounds, or logo designs, O'Connor Designs specialize in clean custom work made specifically for custom creators, not Duranic templates. Their offer is fair pricing for both established channels and smaller creators with a quick turnaround and proper attention to detail. If you want your channel to look more professional and stand out, check out O'Connor Designs. If you do mention the promo code for THFC TLRDI 26, you will get 10% off your first order. Guys, I will be putting this all in the descriptions from tomorrow, but we are so delighted to have another sponsorship and to be sponsored by O'Connor Designs. And if you do go there, do put in the promo code THFC TID 26, and you will get 10% off your first order. There will be a video. I'll explain it a bit more than me coming shortly, guys. But again, O'Connor Designs, welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Rain, do you want to welcome O'Connor Designs? Great for the channel to get a second sponsorship, by the way. Absolutely over the moon with that. Just a quick word on that as well. 10%. Will you be looking into O'Connor Designs, to get your 10% there?
I mean, I'd love to. I'm not sure. Obviously, I love coming on here, 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not sure I'm as brave as you to have my own channel. Feels I've got a lot of respect for people like you who
thank you,
who do that, and I'm really happy to help you out as much as I can, mate. From what I've seen, it's incredible, and the intros and the graphics. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
All designed by him as well, and we are updating them as well. We're getting them updated. Now, if you go on to the post section of the channel on YouTube, I have put up all the pricing. His email is there as well. All the pricing for your advanced YouTubers or content creators, and if you're smaller, like we'll be, but we won't be for much longer because we aim to grow massive and big. We will. The pricing is very fair, and his email is there. But as I said, from tomorrow's show, all the descriptions will be left in the descriptions below. So big up to O'Connor Designs, joining us, family, and becoming our new sponsors on THFC till we die. So good way to start the year. Right, somebody asked about Paquetá from West Ham to Tottenham. I can tell you they're in advanced talks, and 26 million is the offer to get Paquetá from West Ham to Spurs. Look, very quickly on that, Rain, I think that's a great bit of business. If we can get him in, I reckon that will improve our number 10 role. What do you think on Paquetá?
I would absolutely love to have Paquetá
Yeah, I would.
come to us. In fact, there was rumours that we would be going for him in the summer, and I know
Mm.
that he's had problems. I know he's had problems over at West Ham, but genuinely, in the summer when there was rumours that we were going for him, there was rumours with him. There was rumours with Kudus
Yeah.
before that all happened. I was more in on Paquetá than I was in on Kudus. He can play. He's definitely. I'm absolutely certain he's played all across, 10
I
and all
say he
across
can.
that attacking
I
line.
say he can.
And that's exactly the type of player that we need.
Yeah.
Is because you think of Xavi. Xavi's I think he's very much. He's kind of in between a 10 and a left wing. That's
Mm.
where he wants to play. He's not a very good winger, and certainly not in the Premier League where you need pace and power
Yeah.
to be a winger.
Yeah.
That's absolute. That's why Semenyo looks so good as a winger. He's got
Yeah.
pace and power.
He does.
So
He does.
so I would love this, mate.
Yeah, so would I. Now, it is only at advanced stage, so nothing done yet. But somebody did ask in the chat. I send a quick question to the people that I use to get you all the latest news, and that's what it's come back with. So be prepared. We could be coming on a late night stream. We do them during the transfer window, 1 even 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll be on. If I know Tottenham are going to sign a player, we will be on straight away. Welcome a few people in the chat, and then we'll get on to the show. And the 70 already in the house already. Big up to you all. Thank you for joining me. Big up to Wayne Bonner. Good evening, folks. Hope you're well and having a great weekend. Wet Spam are shite when Wolves slapped them 3-0, and we thought we were bad. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Big up to Rain saying good evening to everyone. As a polite man, he always is. Good evening, he says. Big up to Logan. Evening, and big up, fellas. Big up to you, Logan. Hope you're doing well, bud. We've got Tim back. You too. Celtic manager is worse than Tommy Stunk. I think, yeah, he is. He is worse than Tommy Frank. Losing to Rangers, says Rain at home. What the F is that all about? Celtic are the Scottish version of West Ham. Wayne, I did like you once upon a time, but after you saying that, no, they're not. They're the Scottish version of Tottenham, not them. I don't know, Wayne. What we're gonna do with you, man? What we're gonna do? Big up, Tim. It says, "Dermot, do you support Celtic?" Yes, and Spurs. Been a massive Celtic fan all my life, and also Tottenham as well. When you're an Irish man and you're a little child, you get a chance of going blue or green. When you got a household of a Protestant and a Catholic, you have to choose. And I went green because I follow my dad. So my dad was
Dermot's an official certified masochist.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I am. At least I know at the start of every season, right? I know I'm going to be celebrating something because Tottenham always let me down. Celtic always win something, so I'm always guaranteed to be cheerful. Back in May, another league win, and guaranteed celebration. Big up to Tom THFC. Hope Ange goes back where he is loved, and the fans hated Ange even when I know he needs to come back home. He does. Celtic versus Rangers. It's a Scottish Tottenham versus. Now you're back in my good books again, Wayne. Wayne, you're back in my good books. Big up to you, man. Big up to Logan. Said Wilfred Nancy's doing a great job, Dermo. What do you mean? Joking, bud. They do need to sack him though. They need to sack him tonight. They really need to sack him tonight. Please, just go. And he says, I support Red. No, big up to you. You did well. You weren't playing the first half. What a cracking goal by Mikey Moore, though. I have to say, from a Tottenham point of view, really scored a cracking third goal, I think, for them. But look, you're 1-0 down, playing badly. You come out in second half, and you turned us over at Parkhead. Big up to you. All they're going to say is big up to you.
It seems to have kicked. Seems the lad seems to have kicked on, doesn't he, Dermot?
He has. Since Russell Martin's left, he's really kicked on up there. And we're really seeing the talent, what Mikey Moore is. Big up later. Celtic should kept O'Neill. Yeah, they should have done. Or that will bring back Ange Postecoglou. I think he's the only man to save Celtic. Big up, boys. What is the news about Paquetá and advanced talks with Spurs? That is what I'm hearing as well. So as soon as I saw that, I sent a message straight to my people I use, and they have confirmed that they're in advanced costs and 26 million is the offer. So there you go. We'll let you know, Simon. Big up. Big up to Mr. Brady as well, the only man in Ireland that has a bigger hamster than me running his internet. Big up to you, Philip, and yeah, I hope he's getting you your tea tonight as well. I know you're not well at the moment, bud. So big up. Hope you feel better. But yeah. See, in Ireland, you see, we have hamsters that run our internet. So if we're watching a game, this is true as God rain. I'd be on the phone to him. Say we're watching Tottenham, right? Or say it's a normal Premier League game, right? And I ring him up. What do you think of the game? Which we normally do, me and Philip, sometimes. He's always 2 minutes ahead of me. Oh, even when we did watch alongs, he was always ahead of me. And he's only about 3.5 hours away from me here. 4 hours. Is it 4 hours here from Leitrim? Yeah, about 4 hours from here to Leitrim. And he's ahead of me. It must be how the wind blows. Must be something like that. I don't know. Anyway, feature big hamster, keep running your internet. He's got that Elon Musk internet. He's got the posh one. I've just got Air. We're like the Billy No mates of the Wi-Fi company, and Philip's got the posh one. I've got the sort of down in the slums. But if I was on the Titanic, Philip would be in the posh area. I'd be down with DiCaprio down there, looking for Mrs. Tron so I can put her at the front of the boat with the arms out and go sing a thing. I'm digging myself a hole.
Yeah. I won't go into what I do for a living, but I basically look after a lot of. I basically do, databasing.
No, you don't. Tell the people what you do. You were Daniel Levy's PA man at Tottenham. Till you found out Daniel Levy wore a wig, and that's when you quit. So to be honest, that's what you were. So yeah, that's what you did. But
when I used to look after when things didn't used to be cloud, when I used to have my server farms, running all of my data, running all my analytics for all my peeps. I had one lady who was one of my key users, still a very good friend of mine. And whenever we had performance problems, she would always poke her head over the desk and go, "Rain, do you need some more hamsters? Do you need some more hamsters?"
I was on I was watching the stream today, JYS. Big up to Jess and Stacey and the gang over there. And they were doing the Celtic Rangers game, and they're both Rangers fans. So it was having a bit of banter between them. Wolves legend Nuno give Wolves their first win. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, he does. Agent Nuno gone to West Ham to put them down. Big up to Tom TFC. Frank will be happy with the draw tomorrow. Well, I won't. I want to win, and when our record with them is so good. It is. We'll go through that in a while. Look, I fear this as well. I fear toxic atmosphere. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I've got a question for that. It's a lot of people. Big up to Stanrow 8142. Sorry, guys, but I have a bad feeling for tomorrow. Think Sunderland will beat us. After seeing the last few games of us, I can't see anything that. No, we're going to get into that as well. Big up to Tim, Mr. Southwest, Dave, and Jack. Haven't seen it. I think they might be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. I spoke to Dave there. Was it to yesterday but I think it was New Year's Day. I think he was taking a few extra days off because of Christmas and spending it with the family as well. So I think let me just double check. Let me check if they are back tomorrow. I'm sure they will be. I am sure they will be. God, I can never. This new YouTube's changed a little bit. And there's a bit more difficult to navigate. I'm sure. Okay, they're not. Okay, maybe not back tomorrow. But yeah, I've spoke to Dave. I think he's just enjoying his Christmas break, and I think he's just having a bit of an extra time off. Big up to Jimmy Hotspur. Walk on at the Anipani. Keep me up to date, please. Keep me on to date. Mrs. Tron's going to keep me up to date. Also, you guys keep me up to date as well. Big up, we are Spurs TV. Pat Benter might come to Spurs. I'm waiting for a massive update from the people we use, so we will get them. Big up to Tony. Says, I don't think we'll sign anyone. Frank, for me, is so negative when he speaks. I'm fed up with him. It's time for him to go. Big up to DJ Samuel. So West Ham versus Millwall next season. Top of the morning to you, DJ. I totally agree with that. Dano says, no thanks to Paketar. Sammy, unless Millwall get promoted. Oh God, no one likes Millwall. Big up to one Spurs King. 26 million is cheap. Sounds too good to be true. Where are these rumors coming from? But I've heard them for the last few days. So you know what? If they can get it done, I'm up for it. Calm down, Dermot. I've been Celtic since the 80s. I know you are, but I'm only pulling you. I'm pulling your leg. Blue doesn't work for me. Up the hoops. Big up to your aim. Big up from Ed from Germany, Hamburg. Hi, Dermot. We must win. Frank is getting fired. COYS from Hamburg in Germany. Big up. I must go to Hamburg. I would love to go to Hamburg and we'll sit in the pub when we talk Spurs and have a nice pint of German beer. Big up to Roundup as well. Not only Paquetá, but get my 18-year-old nephew who came on today to shore up the left side after that shit show in the first half. He's an elite defender and passer. I'm not saying it as a wow. Who is that, Randolph? Let us know. Let us know who your nephew is. But yeah, let us know. Let us know, Randolph. I feel sorry for your nephew playing in that West Ham side. I really do. I want to say big up to one Spurs King. Big up to Dan Gaz. Had to jump and support. Had to jump and support. I have got to. Can you read this out, Rain, for me? Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Well, by the way, Stano, I would love to know why not Qatar. I love getting understanding people's opinions. I know that he had problems. Let us know in chat why you think no. It might change my opinion. Dan Gay's support service 8028. I'm going to call you Dan. Had to jump and support. I've got to the point, as I always do. I can't watch. Spurs players need to play for the shirt and show some passion.
Totally agree.
Bang on. There needs to be a lot more. The old Harry Redknapp, go and run about a bit.
Yeah, I agree. And he backs that up and says the team in the late 90s and early 2000s wasn't the greatest, but they did put an effort in. I used to go most of the games back then, and they did. I was just thinking today, could you imagine Robbie Keane? You imagine you took each player from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, built a team. That team would give you passion. Big up to DJ, big up to Wayne, 3 p.m. Big up to Nita as well. Hi, Dermo, and guess Rain. His name's Rain. Yeah. I am Rain. The man that's so famous over here, we've named him as Bread. We do have Rain bread over here. We've got a bread called Rain. Rain. Sorry, Rain. But anyway, I'm naming it Rain after you anyway. Hi, Dermo and Rain. Chat, hope you're well. Tottenham till I die. You know that's fair. I know that, Nita. Big up to you. Enzo. We'll keep an eye on him. Big up to you, Randolph, and big up to your nephew as well. Tell him we apologise. He plays for a shit team and tell him to come to Tottenham ASAP. If you're his agent, get hold of Tottenham now.
Congratulations to your whole family, because we always talk about these people as individuals, but every single player, every single player doesn't get where they are without having a massive support network. So congratulations to him and to the whole of your family, mate.
Yeah. No, big up to him. Look, seriously, we will keep an eye on them. We'll keep a close eye on them and give us updates as well how he's getting on. Look, not an easy to come on when you're losing 3-0 to Wolves, to Wolves, but big up to him, and we will keep an eye. Is it 1-0 to the German? Oh, the Dutch. Okay,
yeah,
it's
Van
1-0.
Dutch,
yeah. Big up to. Sorry, I can't look at that man. Sorry, he gives me the wobbles every time I see that picture. Big up to you, though. Thank you. Dermot, so was I. Well, I'm a Celtic, can't stand Rangers. Hope they get relegated again. So do I. You can't Kimberley, mate. Rule Fox, Andy Sinton, Dean Austin, Chris Armstrong. Sign him up for Tottenham straight away. Mikey Moore, yeah, he scored a brilliant goal today. I would look at that goal, look it up on YouTube, Rain, that Mikey Moore goal. Absolutely. And then before we go in, tomorrow needs to be a turning point in players' attitudes. Think also Frank is going to find it hard to get the fans back. I do. And big up to my man. Do you want to come on, Brenny? Let us know. If you want to join us, let us know, bud. And come, I'll send you a link, bud, so let us know. And Gerard's here. Dermo, I was singing another dude from West. I was signing another dude. Well, I'm going to give you the latest I got. We are in advanced talks with West Ham with Paquetá. 26 million is the offer, but it's at the advanced stage yet, so nothing done yet. But we might get, here we go. You never know, might get it through this stream tonight. Rain, we're playing Sunderland at home tomorrow. Sunderland have been in a good bit of form, but let's go through all the stats and all the form guides for this. We have played them 32 times in the Premier League, 6 draws, 21 total wins for Spurs, 14 at home, 7 away. For Sunderland, only 5 total wins, 4 at home and only 1 away. And they've never played, I don't think, at the new stadium yet. Our season stats, Tottenham in 12th place at the moment with 7 wins, 5 draws, 7 defeats and 7 clean sheets. Sunderland, promoted last season, sit in 7th with 7 wins, 8 draws, 4 losses, defeats and 7 clean sheets also. Tottenham's form guide hasn't been pretty, guys, over the last 5 games. As you can see, only 1 win in the last 5. That makes it only 2 wins in the last 11. There we did draw 0-0. I mean, I still can't believe that game even existed. It's been relegated from my mind. We did beat Palace. So sorry, 2 wins in the last 5. 2 wins out of the last 11 in all competitions, I think. But big defeats there, the defeat to Forest, the defeat to Liverpool, and that ball draw against Brentford. Sunderland as well, not too great hot form, but as you can see, the last 3 games have been draws, 0-0 or 1-1. They did beat Newcastle, and their only defeat in the last 5 was a 3-0 defeat against Manchester City at City. But when they came to the Stadium of Light the other night, I didn't see the game, but I know Philip Brady was. He said that was the best 0-0 he had seen in a long time. We're looking at the last 5 games, and the last 5 games, Sunderland come to us. We were at White Hart Lane. That's how long ago since Sunderland played Tottenham. We are sort of a good run. I think we're unbeaten against them in our last 5 games with 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 1 draw at the Stadium Light and at the old. I miss White Hart Lane so much. I really miss that stadium. The referee tomorrow is Stuart Atwell. The assistant referees and Constantina Hazardrix, Mars Perry, Tim Robinson is the 4th official. No, not that Robinson. He's another Robinson. Tim Robinson, not Tom, Tim. And then Michael Salisbury is on VAR. If you are watching the game tomorrow in UK and Ireland, it's on Sky Sports main event. You time it down, you leave the run into me. Australia, it's on Stan Sport. And Canada is on Fubo TV Canada. In New Zealand, it's on Sky Sport Premier League. And yes, if you're in Burma, yes, there is Spurs fans in Burma. People have watched this channel in Burma. You can watch it in Channel Myanmar. Mrs. Tron
Canal Plus.
Yeah, Canal Plus. It is Myanmar. Yeah, the Golden Triangle where they make Jaffa cakes for people. So they say.
Oh, I love Jaffa cake.
Yeah, that's where they make them, in the Golden Triangle. Oh yeah, that's for later. That is for later. Okay, I'll send that to you, then, Brendan. Look, tomorrow, Rain, if we do go 1-0 down, you're going to the game tomorrow, aren't you?
I am going to the game tomorrow. Can you tell how excited I am about it?
I can hear you very, very, very excited. How quickly could it turn toxic if we go 1-0 down tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that's a really good shout. I can't remember. Was it Dan who said it? I don't. Was it? I can't remember. I can't remember who it was who said it. Was it One Spurs? He said. I think there's a very real risk. After the truly awful game against Brentford, which was widely described. I saw various people taking various people taking credit for this, but it was widely described as what happens when you get Brentford playing Brentford. Frank's Brentford playing Frank's Brentford.
Yeah.
But when the away fans are very, very hard to turn. They will. Ange managed it, unfortunately, because there's always when you got 5,000 people, just by sheer maths, you're going to get one or two idiots.
Yeah,
it's just you don't even need 1% of them to be idiots to get an idiot. And unfortunately, Ange reacted very, very badly to the idiots. And when you react badly to the idiots and snap back at them, the other fans, we're quite tribal. Football fans are quite tribal. So if you start coming and having a go at some of our fans, we're going to defend them pretty much, especially if they're not being, if they're not doing, if they're not being if they're just being angry. Yeah. Obviously, if there's anybody who's being then we don't want them in our club. But if they're just angry at what they've seen and just venting, then you need to let them go. Clearly nobody in the club has, there's a real problem in our club of leadership from the board all the way down onto the pitch. Somebody needed to be putting their arm around Frank's shoulders and saying, do you know what, mate? You're going to have a problem with the fans. The last thing you should do is front up against them, because they will turn on you. Yeah. Because that's what we will do. And unfortunately, nobody's done that, he's now regularly commenting on the fans. I'm sure that's got to the away fans as well. And when the away fans turn, the home fans, you're gonna have to work really, really, really hard to get the fans back on side.
Yeah, you do. I mean, look, I get it. Look, fans, we pay the highest ticket prices in Europe when it comes to paying tickets at Tottenham. And we demand a certain style at Tottenham. We design a certain way. Everyone keeps saying to me, what is the Tottenham way? The Tottenham way is push and run. However that evolves with football, or however that evolves as years go by, it's push and run. We've always played the same way. And we're not a defensive team. We want a bit of flair with our football. That's why we're looking for flair players, because we want to be. We are a flair team. We've won trophies being flair. We may not be as boring as we may not have won many league titles, but we've been a cup side over the years. But we've won cups with a bit of flair. And I think tomorrow it will turn toxic. And I don't blame the fans for being angry either, Rain. I don't blame them for being angry and taking it out on the players, because them players are paid a hell of a lot of money, or the guy go out and put in the performance for us, put in the performance where they're proud to wear the shirt. They're representing us. They're representing us fans. They're not representing the club. That we are the club. People seem to forget that. Football fans are clubs. They are the club. And for me, I think tomorrow, if we go 1-0 down, it will go toxic very quickly. If we lose the game, I'd never back us to lose. But if we lose, I think Thomas Frank's got nowhere to hide. And then I think the pressure really builds then to Villa next week, where that is our do and die season. If we go out to Villa, that's our season finished with. And then the board have to make a decision here. Are they going to back Thomas Frank with the players and right here we're going to give you these players, or are they buying for another manager who they might be looking at to bring in? I mean, I just don't know. I really don't know. He made no friends to himself the way he set up the team on on New Year's Day, the way that he's been attacking the fans as well. You've got Porro saying the same thing. There's such a disconnect between the club and the fans. And you look at Sunderland, they're not the greatest team in the world, but everyone's in it together. Everyone is in it, united. You look at, I'm sorry, you look at teams that are successful. Why are they successful? Because they're united in their aim. Fans, the clubs, the managers, everyone's together. You look at Newcastle. You know, haven't won anything for how long? Was it 70 years or 60 years? And they're how united with them every year. Them fans will go week in, week out. People coming in last night saying it was the fans' fault. I'm sick of hearing it's the fans' fault. We can't pick the tactics. We can't buy the players. We can't pay the players' wages. Well, we do pay the players' wages. We can't pick the team. All we can do is pay our money and go and support the team. And yes, I don't agree with booing players during the game, but I think we have a right to boo at halftime, and we'll have a right to boo at full time. As I said, we pay the high ticket prices in Europe. So I think we have a right to expect a bit of flair, a bit of standard, and a bit of somebody who gets what Tottenham is. Too many managers have come in that don't understand the Tottenham DNA. And I think the other one who did understand that was Pochettino. There is a video going out on Monday with that. I'm undecided if it's a pre-record or a live. I think I might do it live to get you guys' reaction to it. But I think Poch is the only man to come back and unite us all. And I'm not a big fan of Poch coming back and managers coming back, but I think he's the only manager fans are going to give time to. He's the only one who they're going to give time to sort out this mess, because we are in a mess. And one last thing, sorry, Rain, I didn't mean to ramble on. I apologize. One thing, you said it, the disconnection between the board. This is the biggest shakeup in 140 years of Tottenham's history, what we're going through at the moment. The biggest shakeup within the board, the biggest shakeup within the scouting department. We've got a sporting director that, is he buying for Fiorentina? Is he buying for us? We've got a sporting director, another one who doesn't know his ass from his elbow. We've got new owners in going, we're at ENIC 2.0. We want to build on the success of Bilbao. Well, as I said last night, Thomas Frank is not he's not standing on the soldiers of Bilbao. He's actually at Thomas Frank's arse because he sank that much. That's where he's building from. And I just think we're in a complete mess from top to bottom. Burn it down, start again, start afresh, bring back Poch, start it with a new sporting director, and just have him, the sporting director. There's your money. Go and rebuild Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Do it in the Bill Nick image. I think Poch was the only one who got Bill Nick's ideals when it meant to be a Tottenham Hotspur manager. Sorry for the rant. Oh God. Oh my God. This should be fun. Now, be nice to this gentleman. Be nice to this gentleman.
They're absolutely ripping through the darts, by the way. Absolutely tearing through the sets. I absolutely, it's Benny. It's absolutely true that a club that is together is so much stronger than a club that isn't quite working right. It adds, it's a multiplier. Yeah, it doesn't just mean that you'll work collectively. You get multipliers when a club is together. And you used to see it. Wenger, Billy, Ferguson, Jose, they knew this, and that's why they used to do it's everyone. Klopp as well was brilliant at it, and Arteta is doing it now. Everyone against us, and it unites the team. Ange did it last year. Unfortunately for us, Ange did it. Players against the fans, in one way, and but it's so strong to help a club, help players be better. I do want to say something about fans. I'm a season ticket holder. At the start of the season, I said, you know, the one thing that I'm concerned about is that the fans will turn on Frank relatively soon. Mr. Irish Hotspur told me no. I think that's bollocks. And here we are. Right? And here we are.
Well, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Because wait a minute, mate. Because I know our fans. And that's what I was saying about there's somebody in the club should have been able to put their arm around Frank and go, look, this is what you're going to have to deal with. Because every single fan base has a slightly different sort of general personality. And unfortunately, the reality is that at Spurs, that we've seen the highs. You know, we nearly got there under Poch, and we've just been dealt with crap since. We've just had to deal with rubbish after rubbish, and you know, even after Bilbao, then you know there was the whole Ange got sacked, and half the fan base was just distraught for the fact that he was sacked. So there's all that kind of trauma as well. He didn't understand that what our fan base needed was one, attacking football. We have to have it. We cannot deal with pragmatic football for an extended period of time. We just mentally can't deal with it. And two, we need to feel like that we are with the team and the team is with us. And as soon as Frank started talking about real fans and true fans, he's lost us.
Yeah, he has. I want to bring in Brenny. Big up to you, Brenny. How are you doing, bud?
How
you doing?
I'm
man?
okay.
Close win today for you guys, but look, you're the only Arsenal fan I think it's been very fair to us Tottenham, and especially coming on here. You're coming here quite regular. I do a podcast, the North London podcast, which will be coming back this month, guys. Me, Geeks, and Brenny will be bringing back.
Oh, definitely on that.
North London Derby this month, haven't we? Or was it next month? When's the?
Is it this month?
I think it's this month.
It's this month. It'll probably be later in the month then.
Yeah. We'll be
sure
doing
it
a
is.
lot of build up for that.
Yeah.
But Brenny, look, we have got Sunderland tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where are you with the fans? Where are you with the fans? Because you've went through it yourself with Arteta. Many of you with Arsenal fans with Arteta wanting him out. Where are you with Tottenham fans on it? Can you understand why we're angry? And why,
of course I can. I can. And it's not about, I think for me, right, it's not about looking at quick success, because you see, with managers, when you're at big clubs, managers got to hit the ground running. And I don't know why it is at Arsenal, we're kind of different to that, because you have fans that, for example, years ago when Emery came in, I know from what Bobby told me, he, and told a few of us, he was actually a stopgap because Stan Kroenke actually wanted Arteta. So basically what I'm trying to say is that fans were upset. Fans still use the Emery narrative of, we lost him back at Chelsea, and I think if it had been Arteta in charge, it would have been different. I don't get why there's this incredible love for Arteta in terms of, when he was in his second season with the club, we did nothing in terms of finishing 8th again, and Europa League semi, didn't even do anything to get to the final. But I don't get why the fans still love him. So what I'm trying to say is, with your fans, you won Europa last season, and you think, okay, now let's build on this. You're in the Champions League, I know you've only lost one game in the Champions League. I know league form's different. It's like with Frank. I said this to Tottenham mate of mine at work, and I said, why is it he doesn't seem to like a number 10? And I just don't understand that. You always need a number 10, or why would you have like 3 DMs or a 6 or 2 6s and an 8? It doesn't make any sense. I understand your frustrations. I think with Thomas Frank, it's like he's trying to build another Brentford. And I've said it's no disrespect to no disrespect, Brentford and all, but Tottenham is not a Brentford. So
No.
for me, do I think if take my Arsenal top and head off? Do I think he's the right man for your club? No, he's not. A few seasons ago, I actually wanted Thomas Frank, but it's just got to a point where you think, you know what? If he went back to Brentford, I think he'd do all right. But I get your frustrations.
Yeah, it is frustrating. And look, we've got a good coming in from Dan. Bing up to you guys. If Frank goes, which I don't think he should anytime soon, I think we lose tomorrow. I think he's on danger of going. If I'm being honest, don't be surprised if he loses tomorrow. Then he's out the door that night. Do an Ange, sack him in the tunnel. Who would you bring in? And let us know in the chat. Who would you like to come in? I think there's only 2 people. For me, Pochettino or Xavi. They're the only 2 for me. I would like to come in. Rain,
So,
what do you think?
Anyone who isn't a regular watcher of this channel, what you need to know is that we are a channel of many opinions, and what happens is we discuss and we discuss and we discuss, and eventually we come to one opinion, but it may take us
which is normally mine.
months. It may take us weeks or months, but we really do like having a chat. I'm a little bit more sort of laid back on Frank.
Yeah,
because I think the problems are elsewhere.
Don't you? You're more on tequila sort of wavelength. I think you and tequila.
Me and tequila are in the other place. Yeah. But I think that Frank is a very, very useful man for us, for Spurs at the moment, because what Spurs does not know is what nobody at Spurs knows how to do at the moment is actually build a squad. We're rubbish. We've got a terrible squad. Is Frank the man to take us forward? I'm moving towards Dermot very, very significantly. The whole real fans thing. Where I am is Frank until the summer, and then go and get Poch.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know we even let Arsenal fans on this channel. We're a rebel channel. We let all fans on here. We really are. Brenny, look, who do you think if Frank was sacked, say tomorrow? It's a small word with a massive meaning, but if we did lose tomorrow, or we don't, say we draw and the performance is really drab, which they have been, who would you think would be a good manager for Spurs? Poch or Xavi? Or is there anyone else you might want to throw into the mix?
You talking about Xavi as in the former Barcelona manager and player? Yeah. Oh, well, I would say, Poch knows the club inside out, doesn't he? Really. So, but I would have to go. I think for you lot, I'd have to go with Poch, because I think you'll get the football that you got a few years ago from Poch. He's not a finished manager. He's not washed up by any means, I say. And I can tell you, my Tottenham pal as well yesterday, he said it was like he wants Poch, and he's not. And I've spoken to a few others. They want Poch back at the club. I think Poch would be a really good fit for you. I think Xavi's a really good manager. He's already like Pochettino, he has won leagues. So, but I would say Pochettino for yourselves.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brady. But before Dermot gets onto the super chat, the other thing about Poch that maybe you don't know, but that we know, is he keeps on doing interviews and he keeps on talking about Tottenham in a really positive way. And Spurs fans need that. Sorry, Dermot. I just thought.
No, I agree.
I get that across.
Not so long ago, didn't he? Where he was it's unfinished business for him.
It's my club.
Yeah, it's my club. And do you know what? I don't think Levy was the problem. I think the one was Donna Cullen was the one stopping him coming back. I I do. I don't. I think if she wasn't there, I think Levy would have brought him back. I think under this sort of 2.0 ownership, I think he gets the players he wants, and he does. Well, big up to David Carrick as well. Big up to you. Any relation to Michael Carrick? Do you know? Let us know if you are. Yeah or nay? Is he a brother or cousin of yours? You know, good Tottenham lad as well. Played at West Ham, went to Tottenham, then went to Man United. I think. Yeah, he did. He was a good manager at Sunderland. I don't know where he's managing now, but he said, let's act like a big club and go out for it. I know Tequila would love this. If we got Emery, I think Tequila would sit in the corner and just enjoy himself the next 24, 28 years. He really would. Look, for me, Emery's a good manager. Would he? I wouldn't like him at Spurs. I know Tequila would. Rang, yeah or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an absolutely top. He's a top manager. I mean, I wouldn't consider him purely because I just don't. I do think that this is a great super chat. I think it's an absolutely superb super chat. But I to be honest, David, and I see you saying, "Hey, quick, don't worry, mate. I get called Wayne. I get called get called a whole load of things."
Dyslexia's a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just discount him because I just think there's no chance we're prizing him out of Villa.
Yeah.
To be
as
honest,
long as if he does come, bring Martinez with him. If he does come, bring Martinez with him. I love Martinez at the club. Forget the Arsenal connections. I just love Martinez as a goalkeeper anyway. I think he's so funny, especially he was in the World Cup when Argentina won it. The amount of mind games he was getting up to is just blooming hilarious. But big up David Crick. Sorry, I do apologise. I don't know why I call you Carrot, but Crick, sorry about that. I do apologise. But thank you so much for the super chat. Be a bit like David if you want to steer the conversation. Send in the super chat. Also, pick up memberships as well. They are €99, whatever that is. I don't think it'd be too much in any other currency. But yeah, 99 cent, not €99, which there were. 99 cent. So it's cheap as don't even get. Yeah, that's really cheap. The cheapest memberships on YouTube. Big up to everyone. Demo, tell the truth. No, I do not want Frank Lampard. I know you do, Gerard, but I don't. But he's not doing too bad at Coventry. Big up to Giant. Poch won't come back at least until the World Cup. I think America. Am I right to say this? I was told this the other day that America has already a manager to walk into that job if Poch goes. Now, I don't know if that's true. But do you think, just very quickly before we go on to the knowledge part of the show, a little bit of history, guys. We found a connection between Tottenham and Sunderland over the years. This one's going to blow your mind. It blew mine. Well, mine's easy to blow anyway. That if Tottenham came calling for him, I think the resist of coming back to Tottenham would be too much for him to turn down there and then.
Yeah.
If Spurs said, right, come back now, I think the resist would be too much. I think he'd quit the American job in the morning. I think he would walk across the Atlantic if Tottenham came knocking.
Especially post Levy.
Yeah.
And like you say, post Cullen, because I think there was a problem there. I think it might make you absolutely right. And especially if it was quite clear that, and we don't know what ENIC 2.0 is going to do, Dermot, but if it was quite clear that there was going to be some significant investment in the playing squad. And let's face it, Romero would absolutely love it. You know, if there's anybody who's going to get the best out of Argentinian centre-back Christian Romero, it's former Argentinian centre-back Mauricio Pochettino.
That's so true. That is so true. Look, Brenny, look, with us, look, us have a big rivalry, but you, me, get on really well. We're very respectful. Yeah, we have our banter, of course we do. That you're going to bottle the league again this year. You know you are. You've already got your top boss ready, prepared to go down past your Arsenal stadium with a massive bottle. You know you're going to do it. But you're a fair man. You're a fair fan, and we have a lot of banter, you and me. You see, he's admitted it already. He's already done the trophy. He's already done what
Yeah, we're-
Arteta's going to do. I
Yeah,
still
we're not
can't
left
believe you. No, I still can't believe you have a manager that plays "You Never Walk Alone" and then comes with his light bulb and says, "This is what we are." I mean,
I
at least
know.
Jose
I
when he did the documentary All or Nothing, he was a bit sensible. But no, your manager does crack me up.
This guy, man, I know 6 years already, and I'll tell you what. You know what it's like, right? It's kind of like with Avengers: Infinity War, and then you got Avengers: Endgame, and it took
Yeah.
5 years for the Avengers to get to get everyone back. And I'm thinking, well, he's been here 6 years now, and the Avengers have already done their job, and he didn't even flit away and then come back. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here?
I know. I could just imagine Arteta going, "No, guys, I've got a great idea. I'm going to go back in time and get the gauntlets." No, you're not, because you balls that up as well. Big up to Dan. Question is, why would any top manager, player or manager, come to I don't think the club is toxic. I think Tottenham Hotspur Football Club is disorganized. And I think that's the problem. They're disorganized. It was always going to be like this after the Leave era, wasn't it? Where one man ran everything within the football club. Now you've got to get people in to do all the jobs he was doing. And it's disorganized. I do still believe, and I agree with Simon Jordan when he says the club are up for sale in all but name. I believe that, and I think that is true. But with your football Premier League hat on, Brenny, and with your Tottenham hat on, Rain, this month, isn't it, is a massive month for ENIC 2.0 or 3.0, or wherever they are. Sounds like a bloody robot.
Your website,
doesn't it? This is ENIC 2.0, the improved model. Yeah, can we have the 3.0? Them out the door. That would make me really happy. Daniel Levy, right? I look. Daniel Levy was half the problem. ENIC got the other half. Could they have not have gone out together? Chucked them both into the bin. Is this a big month for the ownership? Because this is going to prove, really, for once and for all, was it Levy or was it ENIC? Is this a big month for the ownership? Or are they going to do is throw Levy under the bus? Do you know? Because there is a bit of friction between the two, to be honest. And so, do you know, where are you guys on that? Just very quickly, and then we move on to the knowledge, and then we'll get comments.
I'm going to keep quiet. I'm just interested in Brinny's sort of external perception, because I'm quite clear where we are.
What? You're going to keep quiet? Is that what you just said?
Really? And I wasn't keeping quiet whilst I was saying it. So go on, Brinny. Tell us what the perception is from outside the club.
You know what? It's a tough one, because, to be honest, I don't even know who's running your club right now. To be honest, I don't even know.
Rain's running it. He's not telling anyone. He's not telling anyone. He's running it. He runs it from a secret bunker just outside the A12. You go around the roundabout, second turning off, turn the first right, second left, and there's his bunker. He's running it from there.
Yeah. I have to be honest. I don't know, since Levy left, I don't know what is happening from a business perspective with regards to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I couldn't even tell you lot.
That is exactly what I was expecting. Exactly what I was expecting, because it's just chaos. It's chaos, mate.
Sorry, I'm just getting the phone call through. Hang on, sorry. Hello. Okay, thank you very much. Apparently, that was Del Boy Trotter. He's running it. Rodney's running the business side. Del Boy's doing the transfers, and Uncle Albert is trying to not crash a boat. So that's who's running Tottenham at the moment. If you're wondering.
This time next year, we're going to be Premier League champions, Dermot.
Yeah.
This time next year.
You can see the poster outside the stadium, can't you? You can have
You got more chance to be millionaires.
Yeah, you can have Trotters independent traders, aka this time next year we're going to be Premier League champions.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Boyce's doing the transfers with Rodney. You can imagine how that's going to go. Marlene's doing the food, right? You've got Uncle Albert down there trying not to crash a boat or crash a car. You've got Mike running the bar in Tottenham Hotspur. You know, honestly, you've got Trigger somewhere doing the
The
ground.
cheese room, the cheese room, Dermot. The
Yeah.
cheese room.
Well, we do know there's Trigger sweeping the stands. You know, with the same brush he's had for over 20 odd years. You know.
Well, that's 2 decades. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
You're right. I do think that's so funny, right? I do. This is what supporting Tottenham Hotspur does. It drives you to insanity. Big up to David Clark. He's saying Joe Lewis's daughter is Del Boy's wife. No, she's not. Sorry. Joe Lewis's daughter is past her mid-60s, and her whole life has been involved in power and high pressure business world. So I can't see her wanting to continue running the club when she's 70. No, I don't think so. If a serious offer was made about our club, it will be called the Tales of the Expected. Mind you, that's true. That's true. Van Mrs. Chonch's told me Littler 3 sets to 1 up, so I think that's only going to go one way, isn't it?
4-1.
So what's it the first 2, Brenny?
What's that, mate?
What's it the first 2?
The first 2 sets? I know it was. It was one.
How many sets is it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. First to 7, mate. First to 7.
First to 7. He's won it.
Won it. No.
Look, let's go on to the knowledge. This is a new part of the pre-match build-up where we are going to talk about the past of Tottenham. I got a little bit here that actually blew Rain's mind before the stream. He passed out on the floor where I found this little nugget. But before the start started, he was just gradually getting onto his seat again. He's just getting there. So you're right down there. He went, yeah, I'm in my bunker. I'm doing fine. This is a fella called Tom Morris. He's the second row, second from the left with a 1901 FA Cup winning squad. Yes, look at him dashing there with his mustache and his nice short cut hair. You can see myself there. I'm in the back there. Philip Brady somewhere around the corner being the manager. He's going to kill me for that. We've got Tequila there. He was taking the photo at the time, by the way. Colum is somewhere trying to find the ball. And Rain is the other dashing looking fella with the mustache and the lovely flat cap there. So, yeah, that was the 1901. We do win stuff, by the way, guys. Proof. We actually won trophies as a non-league side. Not like them lot down below, this fella's team down below. They didn't win anything as non-league. They just built a stadium next to an open sewer and decided that was a great way of making money. You know? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, his name is Tom Morris. Apparently, he made over 500 appearances here or there with the club. I did look on Wikipedia. It did say 86 appearances he made for us. When I went onto the Tottenham Hotspur website, I got this article from, they said 500. So I don't know who's exaggerating here. Tottenham Hotspur or Wikipedia gone for, I don't know. So anyway, between 86 and 500, we do not know. Things weren't kept there. He played the first ever game at White Hart Lane. He played in the first FA Cup final and was part of the side that won it as a non-league side. Brenny, I know Arsenal never done anything as non-league.
Oh no, I know about this. Yeah, I know you did it as a non-league side. Yeah.
Just to let you know again, as a non-league side, Brenny, you know, Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, sorry.
I do know this. Yeah.
And I have got a little nugget for the pre-match for the North London derby. I'll just give it out now. The first ever North London derby, I think, was played on Tottenham Marshes, was abandoned. And everyone thought, what for? It was abandoned because a Tottenham fan stood on top of a food cart and broke it. And a fight broke out afterwards. So the first ever North London derby was stopped in the 1800s for hooliganism.
So what you're saying, we've always been honorary. We've always been a rowdy bunch, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
By the way, Bruni, it's lucky he's got a pretty face. The way that he has these little jabs at you, isn't it? It's lucky he's
it's like. Well, exactly. I mean, back in the day, can you imagine the conversation battle about? Oh, I'm going to get you, geezer. Oh yes.
Oh, really? You
really?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
And then
I'm going to
scored
your face.
He did. Yeah. Thank you very much. He did score our first ever goal in the Football League, coming against Sunday's opponent, Sunderland. So there's the link.
Okay.
Look up Tom Morrison. There, a great player of our history. Look, guys, we're going to end it up there because me and Rain do have a predicted lineup to pre-record to get that out for the morning, and then I need to go and have my dinner. Score predictions. You're going to the game tomorrow, Rain. Firstly, what do you want to see? What your score prediction is, Bud? And with Thomas Frank, what's the one thing you want him to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd love to see us be far more progressive. I'd love to see our players passing it crisply around, and none of this stopping, passing it back. Run about, show some what was said in chat. Show some passion, show some effort. It really needs to be done. Against Liverpool, there was one point, when Romero he slows the game down, and he
does my head in.
And it does do my head in as well. But he had a point at this. He said that, and he remonstrated with the rest of the players because no one makes a run. No one makes like a little darting run to pull an opposing player to one side or to maybe get into a little bit of space. We're just so static. We play walk and watch football, and to be honest, we've really played walk and watch football probably at least since Conte, maybe since Jose as well. With a lot of these players, I live in hope, but I'm grounded in expectation, and my expectation for tomorrow, given that Sunderland are now digging in, Sunderland with losing a few players to AFCON, losing it's becoming it's got a little bit hard for them recently. They've had, I think, 4 draws in a row. And they're really grinding out points now. It's not a game I'm looking forward to going to spend, especially not with the roads, a bit icy and stuff. I think this game's got 0-0 written all over it.
Oh God! So what you're saying is pick eye picks to keep my eyelids open. Is that the point you're trying to say to me then?
I'm saying you're going to have a lot more fun on the watch along tomorrow with chat, entertaining yourselves, than I'm going to have. Mind you, I always have a good laugh with the guys.
I did get a compliment for the last watch along for the Brentford game that I was more entertaining than the game. I mean, I'll take that. That was a compliment I would take. I mean, the game was bloody boring. Brenny, look, I know this is stupid asking an Arsenal fan to give a Tottenham prediction.
No, of course not.
You are a guest. You are a guest, and I do respect you. You mean a lot of good banter. But score prediction tomorrow, bud.
1-0 to yourselves. If you were at Stadium Light, I would have said probably 1-0 Sunderland. They're very strong at home, but away from home, they do drop points away from home as well. People forget this. Yeah. So I'm going with I think it'll be a bore fest, but you'll get the 3 points, and I suppose that's what's important right now. 1-0.
It is 1-0 Spurs. Jared always senses, says, Dermo, call it. I'm going for a 4-0 Tottenham win tomorrow. I think we're going to turn up at home and we're going to batter them all the way back to the northeast. We're going to send them up there crying for their mammies, because Tottenham are going to turn up and beat them well tomorrow. Rain will be out of his seat more times celebrating goals than I've had hot dinners. He'll be watching the likes of whoever, Odebear, if he plays tomorrow. Kudos doing his party tricks. He'll be singing Olay from the stands. There'll be confetti being thrown down at the end of the games that the fans laud the players and laud Thomas Frank. There will be a song sung about Thomas Frank in years to come, how he bored us to death. But I'm still going for a 4-0 win tomorrow. Listen, guys, thank you all for watching. That was the pre-match build-up. I hope I've built you up a little bit for the game. I'm always up for the games. I'm never ever down. I'm always that optimistic for me. Rain, where can people find you, bud?
Here, 2-3 times a week.
Everywhere.
Here, every now and again, I'm on various other channels like South Sean, those sort of channels. So, yeah, sharing my opinions. So in chaos.
Also, yeah. And also, you will find them in his bunker. As I said, if you go down the A12, take the second turning off the roundabout, first turn left, then second right. There's a big sign saying Rain's bunker.
Hey, don't dox me, mate. Don't dox me.
You will find them there. And if you do walk it, when he does let you in, because there will be a lot of people looking for you, Rain, and looking to go there, and gives great teas. He makes a great baking sarnie, by the way. There is a Daniel Levy museum next to it as well. It's well worth going. About 150 quid to get in. All money goes to the Daniel Levy resident old people's home, which he will be putting to soon. And a new wig for his hair as well. So big up to you. I know you're doing well looking after old DL. How is old DL anyway? Is he keeping all right?
He's grinding his charitable causes away, down the homeless shelter every night, dishing out soup. Our Daniel he cannot stop volunteering his time and effort for charity. That guy.
So he's down at the old people's home. Do you know?
Yeah,
checking out
at least
apartments.
Yeah, you know when they go down the old people's home and they do like a little song and dance, entertaining. Yeah. That's Daniel Levy. That's the type of guy that he is. Yeah.
Can I just say very quick, we made this Daniel Levy, but I think we are missing him a little bit now for the organisation of the club. But maybe that's something you might get into on the stream as well. Brenny, where can people find you, bud?
Yeah, listen, thanks for having me on as always. Even if it was just a cameo, but I appreciate the cameo. You know what I mean? I feel like Wesley Snipes in the Waiting to Exhale cameo. You know, he had a cameo in that one movie.
Wesley Snipes about you, actually. Now you're saying that. Yeah.
Well, no,
he Samuel L. Jackson about you as well. By the way,
I would say more Samuel Jackson with the boldness. I mean, I can shout like him as well. And I went to a fancy dress party years ago. I went to go as Shaft in the 70s, but I couldn't find an afro. I couldn't find an afro anywhere to be Richard Roundtree. So I ended up going to Samuel Jackson Shaft 2000 instead. Easier. You know what I mean, and just class.
Yeah.
But no, you can always find me on my own channel, Brenny K74. Went over 100 subscribers at last, and pretty chuffed about that because I know it could just it'll takes a while to grow, innit? All our channels, you do get there though, and you can also find me on the Football Takeover. I did a chat along with Bobby today. Even though we won today, we was kind of bored at times. Just performances just frustrate us as well. Results are okay, but and then you can also find me on Instagram Threads, Instagram itself, and you can find me on X. And sometimes I'll also be on Arsenal Above All. And of course, I love it when Bobby invites me. When Dermo invites me to his lovely channel. So yeah,
you're still going on the Football Takeover?
Oh yes, yeah. I was on it today.
Or the takeaway, as I call it.
I know. It's like we still haven't even shared any chips on screen yet. You know what I mean? All of us. So we'll at some point. You know what I mean? We'll at some point. Not McDonald's. It was too damn cold.
Please do get over to Brenny's channel. You will see me and Rain in the morning with the predicted lineup. But I'd just like a bit of breaking news for you here, guys. It is great breaking news for Tottenham. Tottenham have finally officially sent a photograph out of the transfer team that's going to West Ham to get the signature, hopefully, of Paquetá, which we are in advanced talks with at the moment.
Oh,
26 million quid is the fee. But Rain, you ready for this? This is the team going over to do the job at West Ham. There's the transfer team going over to do the job. As
God,
you can see, you got Vinay there, just hands in the air with the suitcase in the other hand. You've got Viv Lewis there. You've got Charlie there, and you've got Parry Teach at the end there going, "I am going to Fiorentina, guys."
the good old banana splits.
Yeah, so that is the transfer team going to West Ham to try to get the deal done. I mean, Rain, very quickly, does that fill you with confidence knowing that's the people going over to do this bit of business for us?
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Just saying, I actually watched my favourite Samuel L. Jackson film today, which is Kingsman. He is so good in Kingsman.
Yeah.
He is
I
just.
don't like violence, and he sounds like Chris Eubank in that movie.
It is so good. That guy has got so much range. When you think,
he's good, isn't he?
Pulp Fiction. He is a real actor. There's some actors who just are who they are, and he is just outstanding.
He's in Tulsa King as well. If you've seen Tulsa King, Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a series, isn't it?
Yeah. He appears in Tulsa King because he's going to have his own spin-off show, Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Nola King.
There is a film coming out in January about Prince Nassim as well. Pierce Brosnan's in it.
Yeah. Look, brilliant.
I think it's Brendan. I forget his name. I know
Brendan Ingle.
Yeah, Brendan Ingle. That's it. Do look out for that's good. Rennie, Rain, do you have any faith in the transfer team that are going over to West Ham?
Dermot, I'd have more faith if those were actually the people who were going to do. If that was actually our transfer team, I would have more faith in the transfer team. I think we're all laughing, but we're also crying because we would actually quite like them to be our transfer team.
Can you imagine, couldn't you? Can you imagine them lot turning up for West Ham? Weird. It just would be hilariously funny. Is there any truth that we're in advance? Yes, we are in advance talk. I'm still waiting for an update for the people I use. But the latest I got that we're in advanced talks. 26 million is the offer. So advanced stage. So not done yet, but we are getting there. We are.
Were they the same people? Were they the same people who went to Crystal Palace? And were they the same people?
Yeah, they were.
The sale of Brennan Thompson.
Yeah, they were. They weren't. No, they weren't. They're the same people that tried to sign Eze, and they would look at that and.
Okay.
But apparently the fans want their money back at the Darters, Gerard. I don't know what the score is at the moment.
It's probably 5-1.
Well, I'm getting.
I think it's 6. I think it's 6.
6. 8.
Oh dear.
All right. And big up to you, Mark, as well. Mark Taylor, evening, gentlemen. Big up to you, Mark. Well, look, guys, if you have enjoyed it, please hit the like, hit the subscribe as well. We've rarely had a good show. Plenty of you turned up. 38 likes. Let's see, can we get it to 40 likes before the end of our intro? Yeah, I'll show that. You know what? YouTube just actually made me review Littler is smashing him. And YouTube made me review it. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't know. Big up to David. Spurs transfer team are, they are. I agree. But guys, we are back tomorrow at 2:45 for the watch along, 5:05 for after the whistle, and then we've got player ratings on Monday. Me and Rain will be doing a show Monday night on Pochettino. We're doing it on that. We're going to go through that. Any latest transfer news will come back fast and fastest for you guys, as always. Tequila is taking a little bit of extra. If you're wondering where Tequila is, he's having a little extra time off after Christmas. He's chilling out. He will be back sometime in January. James has been very busy at work at the moment, but he will be popping on as and when he can. 6-1 now to Littler. Do you know what? He is the greatest dart player the world has ever seen. But we're the greatest football club the world has ever seen. Sorry, Brenny. There's only one true North London team, and that is Tottenham Hotspur. We're going to end up there. No, it's not. You lot are South London. You need to go back. You need to leave. Please go. Tottenham Hotspur are the kings of White Hart Lane. We're the kings of N17. Tomorrow, we're going to show you why we're the Kings of White Hart Lane and we're the Kings of N17. Because we're going to win.
Okay.
We're not going to beat Sunderland. We're going to whoop them. And we're going to whoop them well. Come on, you Spurs. Don't be boring, Thomas Frank. Be daring. Be like Rain and me. Be daring. Well, like me anyway. Good night.
Eyes on the